It's like I'm moving too fast. Got 3 on the dash. Hey, okay. It's like I love biting her neck and spinning her mouth and biting her lip or their lip. But I also like giving forehead kisses. I like having my hand held. I do. I like snuggling, you know. It's like having power, knowing you have strength, but knowing that you're not in control, you know what I'm saying? Like, we here as observers. I'm here to observe and experience, and it's like, innately, it's a beautiful thing, bro. Like, spirituality is a beautiful thing. It's a purifying thing. It's a protecting thing, like, you know? So I don't like the mumbo jumbo or certain stuff that would take us away from that positivity. I can only focus on the positivity and the love, you know? And whether it's vulnerability or being open, you have to be open. You have to be. You know what I'm saying? But you have to know who you are. And I knew who I was when I was a child. Really, what I just want to say is that I love love. As a man, I want to give love. As a man, I proclaim that I'm in tune with my femininity and I'm stepping into myself as my divine masculine. And I found myself within harmony and rhyme and rhythm and dancing. And I just know there's so many people out there like me. And I just thank Cindy from the bottom of my heart for putting me around my tribe, like my honest and genuine tribe. Like, brain noise, bro. It's like the artistry, bro. Like, I don't ever want this to get too serious, bro. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy, bro. Like, I'm positive, bro. Like, I smile, I laugh. Growing up, people told me, you find everything funny. But it's like, what do you mean? Like, bro, this is funny, bro. This is a great time, bro. I was really the child playing with the butterflies in the outfield, you know? And we all go through pressures or, you know, people trying to tell us to be certain things. Like, my pops wanted me to do baseball, you know? Like, my pops trying to be so strict with me. It was like, oh, I'm going to prove you wrong, you know? I'm going to prove myself right. Because I knew it. Well, we're closer to our higher selves when we're children. Because we don't think, we just do. You know, time isn't something we ponder. It's infinite, you know? And I've grown up and I've questioned my time management. But, like, what makes me any better or worse at time management than when I was a kid? You know, but we put the pressure on it. You feel me? Which is fine. But we take it so serious, you know? It's okay to sleep in some days. It's okay to wake up early and see the sunrise. That's what I want to do. You know, it's okay to, you know, take a nap in the middle of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's all about responsibility, you know? When I see my tribe, I view responsibility as us all taking the time to work on ourselves and knowing what we have to improve on and knowing what we need to be more of, knowing what we have to give, being able to listen and also share, being patient, being observant, seeing the beauty in other people because that shows the beauty in ourselves. I just love artistry, you know, and I've walked away from the music. I really have. And the music saved my life so many times. I've cried for the music. I've cried for the music. I've cried for it. I've cried for it. I've cried because of it. I've gotten so many goosebumps because I put my honesty in there. And the pressure was fine because in college, I put my back against the wall to do it, and I did it, you know? I dropped my album, but I want more. I want to be more. beautiful in the sounds I create. I want to be more harmonious in my melodies. I want to be more rhythmic in my flows. I want to be more in tune with my singing. I'm blessed because I've everything, God has blessed me. Every time I realize this, bro, God has blessed me, bro. Everything I asked for, God gave me, because I thought positively and I didn't think that it could happen or that it could not happen. I just walked in it. I walked in the light, and it came to me when I was ready to receive it. And then from there, I learned those lessons. When you question too much, it's not organic or natural. You got to flow with it. But everything starts internal, Everything is responsibility, accountability. If you need to use those terms in order to put pressure on yourself to rise to a higher level, then that may be what you need to do. What I must do, though, is be my true and organic self, and I know that my people will come to me. For I'm a 22-year-old young man. I'm a son. I'm a divine masculine. I have femininity that I express in beautiful ways, and most young men don't understand that. They can't comprehend. They can't comprehend their femininity within them and use it to their advantage. We deal with ego. We deal with ego so much, and there's so many young men, out here. Because we don't listen. We don't share, or we don't see what we do have to share. I ask to continue with more abundance in my mindset. I ask to continue with my mindset in more abundance. I ask to remain more abundant in my thinking. I know that money has no purpose and that internally my light is forever rich and opulent. And through my breath, I am rich and opulent in my spirit and soul through my breath. Hold your breath in for 30 seconds to a minute and ask yourself, how many breaths can you have in a 5-minute span? It's either a blissful feeling or I have to cough, but I feel like a beautiful sensation within my chest when I inhale. With this, I just want to say that, Cindy, I love you. I love young people that I can grow with, that are just like me, that are open-minded, that are beautiful, that are artistic. I love artistry because there is no such thing as age. Artistry allows us to exist forever. And my tribe is my family. And God has blessed me so many times. God has blessed me so many times, man. As men, we really got to be on top of our shit, but like, that's why I love the pressure, you know what I'm saying? That's why I love the pressure, But I also know that I have love to give, you know what I'm saying? I know that I have love to give, you feel me? And that's where the femininity comes in. Like, you don't put pressure on yourself, you feel me, to try to be something, you know what I'm saying? Try to do too much, like, we all lovers, bro. I'm a lover, bro, but I'm also a fighter, bro. And it's not just because I'm a man that I have some strength, but it's also I'm an Aries moon. But everything is a balancing act, not an act. It's a doing. You have to be balanced, and you have to know that you have love to give, And it's a lot. A man has to be on top of himself. Discipline. A man is a god because of his discipline. You know, a woman is a god just because. I mean, like women, bro. Oh my god, women, bro. Women, bro. Like, oh my god, bro. You know, so I'm just working to live more in love, not lust. You know, because my lust put me in places where, like, I had to take steps forward again. You know, it put me on a path going backwards. You know, I had to move forward again. You know. And it was the love that put me back on that path. And it had to start with self-love. And then, it shines out from there, you know. So a man has to love himself, my nigga. And we don't have that conversation as men. We don't have that conversation on how to love ourselves. Like what? Growing up, you asked me about self-love. I'm like, huh, bro? What you talking about? I'm a man. I'm gonna go love this booty. You feel me? I'm gonna love this Rolex or this and that and that and this. Love myself, nigga. What you talking about, nigga? Get out of here with that sensitive shit. You feel me? As a Cancer, I always had an affinity for it. Like, it was something I always was in my mind, like, subconsciously. And Cancers aren't inherently overly sensitive, overly sentimental. I mean, if we get on top, if we not on top of our energy, it could get like that. But we also the crab. Like, we will snap at you, my nigga. Like, we will snap at you. The fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like people, like Cancers, I feel is very misunderstood. But I think every sign is misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, with an Aries, you could say, yeah, they fiery, da-da-da. But then fire is a energetic force. You know, it generates. It's something to propel to a higher level. You know what I'm saying? A fire is a purification type of energy. You know, it purifies. So it might actually be more pleasant than people give credit for. You feel me? And another point I want to make is that I'm just grateful that I was in relationships that added to me. You feel me? People I was with added to me. And I was raised in a good family, so I knew how to treat them. But like I said, that love or that lust. My first relationship, it was lust. Or it was love, but I let my lust play a role. I let lust play a role, period. It's not my lust. I don't claim it as mine. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Because that's a destructive energy. I'm here to encourage and enlighten. I'm here to be open to the moments in which knowledge, wisdom, information, understanding, and lessons are to be called upon, in which I must be both a student and a teacher, forever a student. You feel me? True wisdom is being able to explain it to all comprehension levels. So when I walk down the hood, I still want to talk in that talk where niggas can understand that shit. But if I got to go explain to a little child, to my children, first and foremost my family, boom, I want it to be broken down to them as clear and concise as possible. Balanced battalion, concise lucidity, clear-minded, balanced, mindful, battalion, purposeful, and disciplined. That will rise me to my God self. I know it's within me. I done seen it. I look in the mirror and I see my glow. You know the leaps and bounds that I made in a year? And, like, my ambition be so hungry. Like, I really want it. Like, I really want more. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we all been inside. And I'm just grateful that I was able to get some sun this summer, this spring, you know? And I just got to get back out there, you know, and wake up earlier and really just be there with the sun, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But my first relationship, like, I had to learn love, you feel me? Because my partner, they saw something in me that I had not yet seen in myself. And my thing was, you know, because I'm a deep lover. So it's like, if I'm going to be with you, I means I can see myself with you forever, you know? So, of course, and I get good love out of the people that I'm with because I'm a genuine soul. I'm a sincere soul. My heart is sincere. If I'm giving people my time, I really don't play with that shit. Like, I honor that. You feel me? That's something about myself that I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you know? But I didn't, like, this was when I was trying to start my music. And I didn't want to give my life to this person when I had not figured myself out. Plus, we were young. Plus, or younger than we are right now. Or just not as informed on ourselves as we grow to become, and the rate at which you grow is on you. But I was not in a place where I felt I had known myself, or that I had not accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish. And so I felt if I had not accomplished those things, that I would place blame on the person. So I didn't want to blame anybody, because my whole growing up, I blame other people. I don't know why. And I don't even think I did it as much as I claim I did. But once I started claiming it upon myself, it became a more bigger problem, which is what clouded me my first couple years of college. Like, I got clouded with this idea that everybody was against me. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I come from growing up where I found everything funny, bro. Everything was good, bro. Everything was beautiful, bro. Like, for real. Like, I love life, bro. I still love life, and I'm relearning how to love it. And I'm relearning that love is what I have to give, and that what I must give is that love, is that firm, solid, information to uplift myself and my family and be upstanding. I was humble, but me not being lighthearted allowed my humility and to get the best of me, in which I humbled myself to where I thought I was less than people, and that not only are they, not only am I convincing myself that, these people are lying to me, but I convinced myself that I deserved it, that I deserved to be laughed at. Or if people told me something good about myself, I convinced myself that they were lying to me, that I didn't deserve to be that good. And it's all mental. It's all a mental game. You feel me? Like, that's the ego, really. That goes back to the man, the ego. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that self-love. But really, it was just me going towards my dreams and passions, which, thank God, that motivation helped me flesh it out and really go towards it and do things that I ain't never think I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think about, I could have done it faster if I had just focused, on myself, but a positive focus. I didn't focus on myself positively. I focused on my drawbacks, and life is beautiful, man. Like, I'm smiling, I'm really smiling. I'm really smiling. I'm listening, I'm observing, I'm questioning again, and, just, yeah, like, I think, because last year I established certain lessons for me to carry forward into my life, but I didn't protect my energy, so I fell off with it a little bit. So now I protect my energy more by having that time to myself to think and reflect, and I need to just be more responsible in that time with myself, you feel me? And give that power to myself, because too many times we go outside of ourselves to look for that fulfillment. We go outside of ourselves to find a savior or a leader to tell us what we already know internally. If we just listen, if we just silence our mind and listen, we will get all the answers. Because when you silence your mind and you sit and you close your eyes and you just see the darkness, you realize within it there is that light. To sit in meditation for 5 minutes and you're still protected, you're still peaceful, you still have a heart that beats and that's loving, you can exist forever. You know what I'm saying? I love conversation, though. I learned a lot from my first relationship. My second relationship, it was even greater conversation. But with that, I was loving myself. I was focusing on myself and what I had to do. I made sure that I gave time to myself to accomplish the goals that I wanted. But then I became, and I was going with the flow. But then when a period in time, I was graduating college. When a period in time came where my future was uncertain, rather than continuing to go with the flow, I became over analytical, and I was like, okay, I'm graduating, this person isn't graduating, da 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 da. I gotta go get a D could get a job, I gotta go get money, pay my loans, or all that bullshit, right? Rather than just going with the flow. All your blessings will come to you in due time. Like, everything is God. Like, why would I limit God, which is limiting myself, by me thinking that these certain situations are gonna halt my progression? You know what I'm saying? And when I was really on top of it and just going towards what I wanted to do and doing it with positive focus and really being tuned to it, my progression happened that much quicker. But then I stolted it by over questioning, over being over analytical. Meanwhile, the lesson that was learned was go with the flow. But instead of going with the flow, I was questioning, well, is this person good for me? Are they putting spells on me? Nigga, what? Are they putting spells on you? Shared love with them. And I'm over here questioning if they putting spells on me. This is a thought that crossed my mind, bro. Because it's like I wasn't going with the flow. I didn't acknowledge my own power within me. What's a nigga gonna do putting a spell on me, nigga? It's gonna backfire on them, nigga. You know who I am, nigga. Excuse me? But it's also like I did a disservice to them because we really had genuine times, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I questioned it when it was pure and genuine. And I loved it, man. I really did love it. And it was everything I spoke of, like, I'll bite your neck, but then I'm going to kiss you on the forehead. And I'm going to cuddle with you. And I'm going to have a conversation with you. And I'm going to be my genuine self because, like, what boundaries are we putting on ourselves, you know? So I can't believe I even did, like, I can't believe it that I put that boundary on myself and I just questioned too much, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I was nervous. I didn't know what my future looked like, you know what I'm saying? And so many opportunities came to me, but I wasn't thinking in abundance. You feel me? And so I'm just asking to keep practicing a more abundant mindset and positivity in everything I just spoke. You know what I'm saying? That love for the family, that wisdom, knowledge, information, you know. Knowing that I don't know anything. I do not know anything. I allow my imagination to roam free, to question, to analyze, to paint pictures with different colors, you know. Because it's beautiful, bro. It really is. Like, you know, I'm going to keep laughing. I'm going to keep finding everything funny because there's the point of that, the point of me thinking everything's funny was that I knew everything was beautiful. Everything was positive. But other people, they gonna put shit on you, man. So it's off me, for real. It's off me, for real. You know? And that, you know, like, that second relationship, bro, like, it helped me grow, though. Everything's helped me to grow. And that goes to just thinking in a more abundant mindset rather than me thinking about, oh, man, I wasted time by overthinking and this and that. It's like, okay, that mindset put me on a path to evolve my mindset towards more abundance in which I can acknowledge that, yo, that really was good. Like, that was a good feeling. Like, I really fuck with that. Like, yeah, that was good. Like, that was a blissful feeling. It was a blissful time. I was in tune with my higher self. I was a part of infinity with another person because it was me and them, and we were just together. We didn't question. We knew of our own individual situations, but when we came together, we gave ourselves that time. And I'm not saying these people that I was with didn't have their own problems, but that's part of it. Like, who am I to be overanalyzing my situation when it's like it's a balancing. It's something. It's about being balanced, you know, and being balancing, you know. So, but you know, through that relationship, I tuned into more with my sexuality, which for a little bit I allowed to teeter into lust, but it put me on a path to further ingraining my mindset on my life force energy and put me before knowledge on tantra and, you know, sacred sexuality, looking at sex as something sacred, because it really is, you know what I'm saying? You know, it put me on a path to make sure that the woman was 100% satisfied and good. You feel me? And it's not about me. It's never about you. It's never about you. You know, because the person, they gave me love. They put kisses on my body. You feel me? You know? It would be like 50 minutes kissing. The other 20 minutes we added. 10 minutes of biting. You feel me? But the kissing, you know, it's very serene. It's very, very pure. It's very, what's the word? It's very everlasting. It's pure. It's pure. Sincere. Blissful. It's all of that, you know. It's all of that, you know. So now, you know, if I had just knew that the power was in me and always will be with me, and not, you know, questioned certain things, I would have been open to the truth that this person gave me their genuine and honest self, you know. And with me, they was able to grow. I was able to grow, you know. But when I was in it, I was questioning, oh, how is this situation benefiting me? How am I growing from this? And I was growing without me even knowing it. You know, I was practicing my divine masculinity. I was practicing my consideration of another person. I was practicing my sacred sexuality and being truly attentive to the woman and her needs and their relaxation, you know, their satisfaction. But not to a point where, like, most of these niggas be simping. Like, we know about this, but like, for a man to really be about his business and to make sure that he know that he got to give, you feel me? Like, you got to give, my nigga. Like, for real, bro. Your 10%, your tithes and offerings, bro. There's a bunch of ways to do that shit, bro. Like, for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it put me on a path to being more in tune with the truth, the word, the knowledge. And that led me to a place where I looked at the people that I was getting the information from. I looked at them as like my savior, or like, oh, they posted a new video. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta meditate. Okay, then I gotta stare at the sun. Okay, and then I gotta make sure I'm eating plant-based foods. And then, oh my God, I ate a piece of chicken. I'm not gonna make it. Oh my, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it was that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you can make your mistakes, but as long as you know better, do better. That's it. You know? And God is not gonna punish you because you are God. So if you forgive yourself, or if you just if you think abundantly, you'll realize, okay, this is an opportunity to become even more greater, you know? So I've been had this spiritual knowledge. I just didn't know of the context behind it, you know, learning of life beyond the stars, or life as us, as the stars. We all the stardust. You know what I'm saying? Me calling myself the spirit, I am the breath, I am the flow. The flow came from the hip hop, came from the writing of the rhyme, from the introspection, through my imagination. I'm just glad I'm not right-handed. Like, my left hand, like, tap me into my right side of my brain. So, like, I'm a fucking beast. Like, I'm so intelligent, bro. I just want to talk that talk, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I wasn't giving myself that credit because I was looking at these other people who had the information, and I was like, oh, they really know it, though. They, like, you could give them their props. But, like, when you start giving your power to something outside of you, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you light sage don't mean that's it. You know, like, what else are you doing? That's not going to clear all of your problems. You got to do that shadow work. You got to do that internal work. You got to follow your intuition. You got to analyze your dreams. You got to meditate. You got to work your body. You got to move. You got to go towards the sun. You got to be compassionate, considerate. You got to give. You have to give. You have to give. You have to know that you have to give. You have to take stock of your internal supply and know that you supplemented, you sufficient, you sophisticated. Everything you could ever need is inside you, you know? And it's like beautiful to learn it, you know? And I've been put around people that I know are on this path to that awareness, and it's beautiful. Because I know that I'm young forever. Because I see life through the eyes of eternity. This body isn't my soul, and I'm still so grateful. Cindy, thank you. Like, I'm just waiting for your venue where everybody could just come together making art. Like, I can't wait for the warmth. I love the warmth. The warmth is with me right now. I look forward to the waters of the Caribbean, to the coast of Africa, to South America, you know, Central America, hills and mountains, and herbs and spices and nature, everything natural, everything. And then I've made my mistakes, but the key thing was learning that I got it, bro. I got it. You know what you're doing. Trust me, you know what you're doing. Trust that you know what you're doing. Trust. It will come to you. Trust. And I trust because TRU, truth and trust. It's not about believing, it's about knowing. It's about knowing. And so I write these notes in my phone all the time, you know. And it's like, I knew this before I knew it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it always flowed out of me, you know. But once you start questioning, that's when it becomes muddled, because you just have to be focused on it. And you got to flesh out the idea. This is concise. Concise is the truthful focus. You have to ask questions and you have to open that confident, creative expression within everybody. You have to stand in your truth, which is your artistry, which is your imagination being colorful and flowing free. But when I say you got to flesh out the ideas, because when you question one thing, okay, I'm not saying that questioning is inherently bad, but you have to know, you know what I'm saying? You have to know that there's more than what meets the eye. So when I know that I'm a beautiful being, it's like, okay, where does that come from? Or what is it that makes it beautiful? Or what is beauty in it of itself? You feel me? So then my imagination is flowing. Like, okay, let's think creative, beautiful. Okay, colors, waterfalls, beautiful. All right, it's full of beauty. What is beautiful? Beautiful, the light. Okay, the light of the sun. Okay, the sun is a star. Okay, the dust of the ground. They say we came as dust. God said, let there be light. Okay, so my light within me is my existence. Okay, which is my breath. Okay, which is me as a star. So I am stardust. So I am the universe. So I am God. So I am, okay. But you see how you fleshed out that idea. Some people call it the rabbit hole, but it's like, what hole are you going down? You know what I'm saying? Like, we could talk about all that other shit, but there's only one truth, you know? In the beginning, the light, it was just the light, bro. Like, in the beginning, there was no such thing as a this or that. It just was. It was a simple existence. That's why I say I don't know anything, but I know beauty. I know truth. I know honesty. I know purity. I know consideration. I know love. I know happiness. These are things that I've experienced, you know? And when you just hold on to it forever, for everlasting, you know? Gratitude is a protection spell. Be equal in your great administration of water upon your seeds and soil. Picture the day where you exist as the revealing of yourself. The woman, when on her moon cycle, you must nurture her. Every music has its own soul. Be true to it. Dream so big that you don't get an ego. Inspiration is all around. You think you can get it all in? Other people got things they must do too. It was a blessing in my life and opened me up to a whole new reality. 222. What a beautiful flow. And that connection was real. Be more analytical than reflective. Sensible? I disagree. I wrote this in my notes, but I'm looking at it now like, it's good to reflect and it's good to analyze. But what about observing? Observing. I was in the baseball field playing with the butterflies. It's about knowing what to be, what you already. Mama said, I love you a lot. Bendición and Dios te bendiga. I've been of protection all of this life. As a man, be of your heart to give love and know you are free. It's not about me. It's about other people and us as we is holistic, wholeheartedly. Listen and share. Be still is part of be flowing. With that one, I mean just breathe. You really have to breathe and hold your breath. Hold your breath inside you. Everything you want is it's just your body telling you to breathe. You feel me? Breathe. And everybody's dreaming of Japan. Everlasting.